Tim?
It didn't happen because we've got Trossard, Marino and a young 17-year-old playing in the front three. And, of course, in the end, that's crippled the team. It's about sorting out the top of the side. I think throughout the team, it looked solid at the back, defended really well. Both teams did, actually. I don't think it was the poorest of games. I think it was just a good, solid contest. Mostly Arsenal taking the game to Forest, 65% possession, but just couldn't find the solutions at the top of the team. But I think with what's left to pick from, I don't think we should be too surprised with that.
Have the injuries in Arsenal's attack cost them the title this season?
Well, it certainly hasn't helped, of course, but I think that when you don't have a centre forward, when you don't have someone who's going to find the net for you, and you feel as if, all you're relying on is maybe heavy set pieces in the game, then it affects you psychologically in the dressing room. There's no question about that. You're going onto the field of play and you think you're really going to have to play through. Really have to be fantastic. Every single pass in and around the penalty has got to be so accurate, and it's not happening for the Arsenal at this minute. And then the set pieces, one or two actually were reasonably dangerous, but overall
they dealt well with that, Forest, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
The combination of that there, the set pieces not working to their advantage, and also the fact that they would maybe almost have to walk the ball into the net, Jules. I think psychologically it starts to play with you.
I think Calafiori as well was getting some joy. And I think the decision was made. He's on a booking. Let's take him off. And maybe Arsenal's chance went at that moment because they was finding a solution. He hit the post with one. It was difficult for Forest to deal with him. You might have kept him on, Martin.
That's an interesting one, Matt, because I personally, if he wasn't injured, I would have kept him on.
Take the risk.
Yeah, I would have taken the risk. Well, why not? I know the news might have been coming through for Anfield, all of that type of stuff, but I still think at the end of it, you keep him on because he was actually a bit of a danger. As I said, conversely, he might have been a wee bit of a...
Arsenal have suffered so much with sending off, so I think they probably would have thought, OK, let's get him off. Let's make the change. Tierney came on actually and did well and nearly grabbed a goal of his own from a set piece, but it wasn't to be.
It's as if you knew, Martin, because there's more news from Anfield. They've just gone 2-0 up.
They've gone 2-0.
They've gone 2-0 up now, and if they hold on for a victory against Newcastle, that one's in the second half. It was a later kick-off. It kicked off at 8:15, so they're still in play there. If they hold on and get all 3 points, it's going to be a 13-point lead at the top of the table. Can you see Arsenal catching them?
Not at all. There's two things have to happen. First of all, Arsenal have to win the games, and that's not a given by any stretch of the imagination. Also, then you're talking about Liverpool dropping a lot of points. I heard the news coming through that the pre-season was really tough. It was really good because he was working with the players. It was his first opportunity really to get them. He came in last season at the time that he did do, but really getting the pre-season, getting to know the players inside out, working with them on a daily basis, bit of sun on their back, things like this here, and apparently they really worked exceptionally hard. And I think that stood them in really good stead. Yes, they were a wee bit tired there today. Maybe the possibility that they've only used the 23 players, that might have something to do with it. But overall, there is, as he mentioned, a really good spirit about them. And the point is this here, you talk about spirits around about the team. Martin, I'll tell you, yes, the players can have that, but really it does come from the manager. And I think that he has helped to invoke that spirit that is very strong at this minute.
Well, he is getting one step closer, game by game, to giving the players and the fans of this club the dream that they want of playing in Europe next season.